Today, we're going to be talking about Sylvia Plath. That stupid girl. Just kidding. I love her. Sylvia Plath is one of the greatest poets and authors of all time. And today I wanted to be talking about the fig tree. And I loved it so much when I read the bell jar that I got it tattooed. Right there. Can you see it? Meow, meow, meow. It's kind of cute. But when I was a kid, it's maybe 18 or so when I read that book for the first time. And I remember reading the fig tree quote and being just blown away, because you see this character that is laying under a tree and is wanting a fig, and her own inability to decide which fig that she wants leads her to not have any. And so I kind of took that and ran with it as a kid. I was like, we only get one life. We have to choose right now. We have to do this, or it's all gonna rot beneath us. And that is how I lived for a long time. I never thought I would do anything other than just write. I wanted to be a writer. I wanted to be a novelist. I loved music, but I didn't think I was good enough at it. And then writing slowly became directing, and I was like, okay, no more writing books. I have to direct. I have to do this. This is it. This is the only thing that I can do if I want to succeed. And so that kind of just became the only thing. And then I decided to get into music, and don't know how that even happened, honestly. I had this little EP written, and I just wanted to do it. Sorry, there's a lot of flies, but I really like this background. And I don't have a house. I live in a van, if you didn't know this. So when I made this EP, I was so concerned about my Instagram. I always hear you have to niche down. You have to be one thing. Is this recording? Okay. You have to be one thing or no one's gonna care. You have to talk about the same thing over and over again. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. I can't do everything. This is so real. This is so raw. So I was like, I have to separate my directing page and my music page and blah, 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 blah. And then one day I was like, you know what? That. This is all the same. And I came to that conclusion because me and my friend Olivia directed my first music video for New Year's Day. And on my Instagram, I was already posting music videos and stupid travel stuff of myself. And I was like, this is just another layer of that. It's just a music video and direction and editing, but with my music. And so that's pretty cool, actually, that you do this and you direct and you edit and you write. That's actually kind of your superpower. I don't really care that you're not the best at it, because I'm not. I'm not the best director or singer or songwriter or guitarist or photographer in the world. And if I spent all my energy on that, yes, I would probably be able to master that. But Oscar Wilde said that something, I'm going to try to direct quote it. Oscar Wilde said, if you are a teacher or a scholar or an engineer, then that is your gift. You know what you are. But it is... we're not looking up. I was close. Okay. The actual quote goes, and I remember reading this when I was solo traveling in Edinburgh, and I was like, you know what, Oscar Wilde, you kind of ate. Here we go. If you want to be a grocer or a general or a politician or a judge, you will invariably become it. That is your punishment. If you never know what you want to be, if you live what some might call the dynamic life, but what I call the artistic life, if each day you are unsure of who you are and what you know, you will never become anything. That is your reward. I loved that quote. And I was like, damn, I feel really stupid because that is my philosophy. Not this dumb fig tree quote, which I held on to for so long, I really, really, really thought that if I did not choose something, that I would not be successful at anything. And actually, the first time that I'm actually seeing any success at all as a creative is when I'm just being me and doing all of the things that I like to do. I love to sing, I love to write, I love to direct, I love to edit, I love to tell stories. I'm finally doing all of that, and it's the first time, that I feel authentic. Most importantly, I feel like I'm being myself. I feel like I'm actually embracing the artist that I was born to be. It is making me a better writer. It's making me a better director. It's making me a better songwriter. This created a bit of a shift for your boy, where I was embracing every aspect of who I am as an artist. And I actually find that to be the greatest blessing and gift of mine, is that I like to do all these things and that I'm a solid 6 out of 10 at all of them. And then I go back to the bell jar for whatever reason and I read it again. And I realize that literally the next page, I missed the entire point of that story. Sylvia on the next page goes on to say that she thought all of the figs would be rotten and that she thought that she just couldn't choose, and so she just laid there. And then she realized that she was just hungry. So this character, and I misinterpreted that the first time, it's been there all along, that there are not just 5 figs for you, there's 50, 60, and you don't have to choose one. You can take bites out of all of them, you can devour all of them. Like, there's nothing stopping you from being everything that you want to be. And this is starting to become a TED Talk. I was supposed to be silly. But I'm so serious. This is something that I have been discovering lately, is authenticity will triumph over any statistic, any algorithmic decision, any whatever that you think that you have to be something for other people to like you, or for you to be successful, or for people to start connecting with your art. You have to meet a certain niche, and I'm here to tell you that's bullshit. I didn't cuss that time, because it is. I think the pathway to being an artist first is finding out who you are. What is your voice? What do you care about saying? And what is your purpose for right now? What is the current fig or 5 figs? Like, I know right now, the thing that I care about more than anything is gay rights and the ability for queer people and Christians and really any religion to start seeing eye to eye. I lost my best friend this year from suicide because she came out and wasn't allowed to be who she was, and she got kicked out of her family, and it's horrible. It was one of the worst few months of my life. Not saying that, like, I don't want to be the person that says all things happen for a reason, because I don't believe that. I don't believe that we need to suffer to have something good come out of it. But I will take that feeling and I will take that story with me till I die. This is why it matters. There are still people who are being hated and ridiculed and kicked out of their family because of who they love or how they want to express their gender identity. Like, things that in the long run are so small. I know that's my fig right now. And that's really exciting, because in a year, it might be something completely different. And I'm sure I'll always have a deep, deep rooted passion for that. And as I'm working on this movie, and everything that I'm directing right now is still going in that lane. So yeah, all that to say, you fig tree. Damn it, I cussed again. Oh my gosh. Ugh. I don't know what the rules are on YouTube. I should probably look at that. But yeah, moral of this story is be authentic, and the right people will come and listen. Like these birds, they love me. They love me. And have a clear vision. Like you can still be authentic and be super, super visual. Like Ethel Cain, like I love, it's actually rude, I think, personally. Yeah, be yourself, be your artist, be everything. Have a strong visual identity in yourself, but one that's authentic. And F your fig tree, have fun, make art, be nice to people, and know what you're fighting for, know what you're passionate about, and do that. And people will follow if they're supposed to. And now the construction workers are here. Love you. Bye.